What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bruins will get this season underway as toe meets leather. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Utah's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They punted away on fourth down. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Caught in the backfield. It's Flores. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
These running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Dampier. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. No huddle here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play, and this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically.
And the defense got him into 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Thomas. He's going for the goal line. He now has 74 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes. But one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David. So what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
Dropping back, it's Dampier. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Completes it in the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This will likely be the last play of the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it. Running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. The give on the option. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. pulls it and fires to the left. Got room at the 35. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He's going to run it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Looking for a deep man. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Bruins will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Dampier. Makes the catch, it's Parker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wants to throw again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Complete. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Utah 7.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a big gain. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. UCLA will go back to work on offense.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the...
It's a seam wide open. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And everybody Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
UCLA 42, Utah 7.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Dampier. Plucks it out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
The Utes will call on their punt team. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It's complete to the left. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. They'll make the stop, but that first down off the ice, they should be able to kneel this one out. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first, and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.